So what we have said is like for first 1 to 10 question, we are having two persons in the conversation and it will be informal conversation. Okay. Conversation. Okay. It will be quite informal and it would be about like talking about the tickets, talking about the bank information, or can be any other thing, other settlement or booking of the hotel room, like something related to that. Okay. Yeah. So let me settle down. Now, for the second part, what you should remember. The second part, do you know anything about the second part? What is that?
Yes.
I said something about the second part too. Like second part can have two kinds of questions. Let me write that.
Yes,
Like
it
what?
was two types of MCQs.
Multiple choice. And there is another thing that can come in place of multiple choice. What was that?
It was true false.
No, there was something else. Map labeling, like map. There can be some map that you have to know about the directions. Okay. So when you know about the directions thoroughly, then I don't think so that you will find it hard to actually answer any question. Got it? So what we are going to do now is like we will talk about these multiple choice questions as well as map also if we'll get some time. But I would recommend that one you just remember what I'm trying to say. First, like these multiple choice questions will have a setting, a proper setting. There would be one person who will be in a monologue. You know what is monologue? Monologue is a literary term. What is a
Yes.
monologue? Mono means single.
Single, yes.
Dialogue is between two people.
Double. Okay.
Monologue is the one person who is speaking only. Okay. But it cannot be educational setting. It cannot be academic setting. It can never be academic setting. It will be always something related to mm, museum, something related to a trip. He will give some information about that. The person will be only the one speaker and the person is going to speak about related to a trip or a tour or something like a tour guide. Can be a tour guide. Usually there used to be a tour guide. When it comes to multiple choice questions, I'm talking about only multiple choice questions. I'm not talking about maps or all. That is also a trip, like trip to a library, trip to some other place, how you can reach to a certain destination, and what are the different like luxurious things that you're gonna see in the way, or what are the different like elements that will come in the way to reach to that certain destination, like keeping the directions on the mind, and there is a strategy to do the map labeling. I'll let you know through that too. I'll explain that too. Don't worry. But one thing that you should keep in mind right now is like monologue. It will always be a monologue. One person will be the speaker. That's why I think it is easy also. Okay. And the method that you're going to use for the multiple choice questions, you know that that is elimination method. Okay. That will be always elimination method. So you're going to eliminate your answers depending upon the kind of adversative connectors, adversative, adversative connectors. So what are these adversative connectors? Like, do you have any idea about it?
However, but,
Yeah, yeah, but however,
although,
although, and all that.
it's
All these, all these connectors, all such connectors are going to, yeah, or like these particular indicators are going to give you the answer most of the time. Okay. So when we are using these connectors, In writing, that's another stuff. But when we are listening to them in a conversation, they give you a different idea, completely a different idea for your answer, because they are put into use just to shift the answer from right to wrong or wrong to right. Okay. Like, you can be dubious about it, like to get the correct answer. You will be apprehensive whenever you're going to get the answer. You will think that, oh, that was the answer. Like, at the end he said something like, and they will intentionally say these words at the last moment, at the last moment of the statement, and then thereafter you, oh, however, it is not like that, like something like that. So your answer will shift from option A to B or B to C depending upon that. We will listen to the conversation, we will come to the point again. But that multiple choice question, these multiple choice questions are easier to attempt. In part number 2, if they are coming, then they are easier to attempt. When it comes to like educational setting, because it is not educational setting, so it is a like a tour guide is talking about the different amenities and the facilities that are being provided in a certain location. So that is why they consider it like all these questions will be non-educational questions. Like nothing would be related to the education, and everything will be publicized or related to the public. So definitely, these would be easier one to get. But when it comes to educational setting, there would be a conversation between not less than two persons. Not less than 2%. That means there would be definitely three people talking at the same time. Okay. So if there are three persons talking at the same time, it is very difficult to analyze like which person is speaking what. You
Yeah.
have to be careful about the sounds at that time. Male female sound, or if there is a child, or there are two students who are talking, and when it comes to the students and a lecturer altogether, there three of them are speaking at the same time, then we have to make sure that one we know like who is speaking, whether the lecturer is speaking or the students are speaking. And if the students are speaking, which one is speaking? Alina is speaking or Albert is speaking? We should know that. And how can we know that? Obviously, the sound will be definitely different from each other, like male or female sound would be different. And that's there you're going to crack your answers. Okay. So, and questions are intentionally written in the third part, like in a very tricky way. Like, for example, there can be a question um on a certain topic. There would be a question, and they will say that to what point do both of the like students agree? Now, both of the students will speak something, but ultimately there would be a statement where both of them will actually agree upon. There would be lots of statements when they will conversate about one question, and ultimately they will reach to a conclusion that both of them agree to that certain point. And there would be some statements where one person is agreeing and other is not, and other person is agreeing but the teacher is not, or teacher is just getting the point of view. Okay. So there you have to be extra cautious about it. Like, I have to be very serious about listening these conversation in the third part, and I should get at least at the least 8 questions right in third part, because fourth part, I say so, the easiest one to cover up, because that is conversation. But easiest, I would say, to those only like who remain intact, or who remain always concentrated on the till that 40th question. That is
Okay.
easiest for them only, because there would be highlighted words.
Okay.
Okay. Now you see that in front of you, on the screen, you can see that there is something written in the title: boat trip round Tasmania. Okay. So obviously Tasmania, we will believe like any person who doesn't know about countries or who doesn't know about any geography or something will definitely consider this word related to Africa, related to some other country we don't know. unknown person. Because here they are not going to judge our general knowledge. They're going to judge what we are actually understanding as far as English is concerned. Boat trip, we know that boat trip goes like, in my case, the cruise come in my mind whenever I talk about the boat trip, or boat trip around Tasmania. So obviously, when boat has to be taken to a certain place, we will talk about number of people who are possible to be taken on, each side. Now, what is the color of the boats? And that definitely, that has to be in our mind only. Like when we are talking about boat would be related to any kind of excursion, like we are like any trip on in the sea, or any trip in the river or somewhere, you know. So our like intention has to be always clear, that I know about boat trip, or I know about a certain trip, or I know about excursions, different kind of excursions. What are the different possibilities for those, questions? So I have to be careful about reading the questions. You know, what is the maximum number of people who can stand on each side of the boat? So what is that keyword here in the question? What is the keyword?
Hmm.
I'm
Maximum
asking.
number of people.
Yeah. So maximum number of people you're gonna circle. That's it. Rest you
Yes.
can keep in mind. Rest you can keep in mind. You're gonna circle it. I have to be careful about the maximum number of people. If you really want to be precise, then you can underline this: each
Each
side of
side.
the boat. Maximum number of people each side of the boat. My question is in my mind. Maximum number of people each side of the boat. That's it. What colors are the tour boats? So colors,
Colors
tour
to a
boat.
boat.
That's it.
Yes.
That's how we need to underline. Answers, I'm not talking about answers. Answers you can keep in numbers. Like, there are people who do not like to see things, who always like to experience things, or who always like to listen to them. The people who are auditory learners, they get maximum score in that. And I must tell you that in the first attempt, I guess I got 6 bands only, because I told you that what did I do?
Yes.
Um, like I did not even write anything on the question sheet. I thought that it is not allowed to write on the question sheet, because I did not go for any preparation in the beginning. I never prepared actually till now. Whenever I have given the exam, I never prepared. I never wanted to prepare, because this is not the exam that we should prepare for 1 year, 2 yearly. There are lots of people, especially who really want to come to Canada or come to abroad. uh, they do 2 years, they that in IELTS only, like to get their desired score. Now even the government of Canada, government of other countries are changing the band scores. They are making it easier for the people to actually reach abroad. Sometimes they are
Okay.
accepting the 5.5 band also. So these bands are not the real indicators that whether you know English well or not. So you like I know that very well, and even you can also guess it out, like from the way that I am speaking right at the moment also. Nobody can judge that, like I can get less score also. I can get good score also. So nobody can judge that one. Like it depends upon your time, it depends upon your situation, you know, how dim you are, how sad you are, how happy you are. So that will decide that you will go jubilant in the examination, and you will get good score in that exam, and you're good in English. When you're good in English, it's the first thing, whether you're good in English or not. If the people who think so that are just cramming some rules of tenses, and thereafter thinking about like getting good score, they can get good score, but they will have always a whim in their mind, kind of what we say, that illusion in their mind, that they are good in English. English will be, it's a vast sea. We have to learn a lot to improve ourselves in English. I'm not saying that I'm very good at English, but at least I know that how to handle things, how to handle situations. Even if there is a person who is very much a learned person before me, I can talk to the person at least. So it's not like you have to be very careful. Now coming to the point, like what we have to do is we have to keep the keywords in the mind. So the first step is keep the keywords underlined or circled, or main keyword to be circled and other thing is to be underlined. Got it? Otherwise you will mix it up. Like for example, color is circled and tour boards underlined, something like that. Sameness should not be there, like otherwise you will feel dull. Now, which lunchbox, now we know that lunchbox is a main talk, is suitable for someone who doesn't eat meat or fish? Lunchbox for for one who doesn't eat
Eat
meat
meat
or
of
fish. So we are going to eradicate the tough words or eradicate the whole question, and we'll keep why we are doing this, why we are circling and why we are underlining it. I just want to know from you.
to keep it in the mind that we
Yes.
shouldn't get puzzled.
So so that we may retain it for long
Yes.
time, so that we may retain the whole information in the mind for long time. Retention is very important. If we will keep it in mind, like I had read that lunchbox is a main word, and a lunchbox which is for somebody who is a vegetarian. I can actually paraphrase that one,
Yes.
and even in the conversation it can be like in the paraphrase form, who's
Yes.
vegetarian, who is this one or who is that one. Okay. Now, what should people do with their litter? Now, litter was one of the answer also in our listening yesterday.
Yes.
So the same litter is in this particular thing. So you can check your spellings also sometimes, like if you will get chance. So you can check your spellings also. What you should do, like here the keyword is what to do. Like what should people do with their litter? What to do with litter? Okay,
Yes.
that's it. That is the mind. That has to be in the mind. That is the main thing. Now I'll play the audio and just listen to the audio. We are not going to find answers in that one, and we're gonna once that is being finished, like for 11 to 14th, we will we will discuss about it, so that you may
Okay.
get it like it thoroughly. Like okay,
Okay.
shall we move?
Yes, sir.
Mm, now, now I told you something yesterday that like once you are done with your 10 questions, they will give you 30 seconds. And in that
Yes.
30 seconds, you're gonna read these questions.
Yes.
So it is not 11 to 14 you're gonna read in those 30 seconds. You're not going to actually check your answers for 1 to 10. You will be like if you are prepared with your examination, I think you will be damn confident that my 10 questions are right. I have to move further. I need not to stay at that same point. So if you will get your 20 questions right, then you will get 5 bands very easily.
Okay.
But my idea is always to get your 30 answers right.
Yes.
Just a second, okay? Uh, class क्लास ले रहे हैं। मैं कॉल करूंगा माँ। ओके, बाय बाय। बाय बाय, लव यू। ओके, बाय बाय। हाँ, सो या where we were, what we were talking about, we were talking about something, no? What we were saying, I forgot. Hmm. So what was the context? Like I was saying something related to the audio. Yeah, 30 seconds.
Questions.
Yeah, 30
Yes.
seconds. In those 30 seconds, you have to read question number 11, 11 to,
14.
no, 11 to 20.
30.
Okay, 11 to 20. You know why? Because once you will read 11 to 20 in that 30 seconds, you will definitely will not, you won't get that done in 30 seconds. Definitely. Why I'm saying that is you will read 30, read it for 30 seconds within the 30-second limit, because you will again get some time. Now we will move to the second part of the listening exam. Something like that would be said.
Okay.
And the person will say that now you will have some time to look at question 11 to 14. Got it? So you will read 11 to 14 at that moment again. You'll get that time again. But that these 30 seconds, you will give more of your time from 11 to 20,
20. Okay.
so that you will have a reminiscence or an outlook of, or a peek into the question number 20 till to the from question number 15 to 20 as well, because you will get some time from 15 to 20 as well. Okay. It is not possible that they will give you the questions from uh, you know 11 to 20 altogether. It's not possible. So once you have a glimpse already of 15 to 20, you will get the chance to read them again.
Okay.
My idea is always to get my answers right. It's not always to move further and further and further. It's not like that. It's not like running.
Yes.
My idea is always to have my answers right, so that I'll be confident enough when I'll go out of the examination hall. I will be damn sure that my score will be like that. I like whenever I have given exam, I'm damn sure that, like for example, my listening is not good, or for a certain exam, then I would be damn sure that today I was not happy. Yesterday I was not happy for the exam. Something like that. So I'll be damn sure about my answers to be right or wrong once I have done it with the planning. Got it? So first
Yes.
10 questions I told you that there is a guesswork, there is a sound intimation you will get to know, but very easy to grasp them because they are first like initial questions. They cannot be tough. They cannot be that tough. So now the level of difficulty will increase with the question numbers. 1 to 10 easiest, like 11 to 15 little tougher, like then tougher, then the toughest one will come in the third part. I would say the fourth part I suggest always to be very damn sure that you like to read or you like to hear the lectures. So last part is always the lectures. All right. So here you have to be careful about one thing only, that 11 to 20. I'm gonna play that one, and for 30 seconds you're gonna analyze that one, how you're gonna utilize those 30 seconds, okay, to read that one. Okay. This half a minute is 30 seconds, okay.
Yes.
Another thing I can help you out with that is like whatsoever a statement written over there, you can actually translate that one also in that 30 seconds into Punjabi language or in your Hindi language to maximize the chances of understanding.
Yes.
Okay. You see, you will get more time. Can be 20 seconds. So this much is the time that you will get. You see,
Okay.
there is a lot of time to, remind yourself about what you have read in that those 30 seconds. So I guess so that you will be able to get good score only then.
Is the conversation going on?
Sorry,
Is the conversation going on?
you are unable to listen.
No, sir, nothing is audible. I thought, sir, you are going to start it.
Hmm. So those 30 seconds, even when when I'm playing it, you should tell me.
No, I was watching that you are going to share this audio.
Yeah, yeah. Now you see.
Boats aren't huge.
Yeah, now it's audible.
Part 2. You will hear a tour guide, Lou Miller, speaking to a
Now before that one, there were 30 seconds. Okay, let me show you.
Yes.
Let me just play it once again.
Okay.
Including lunch, or £40 if you want.
You now have half a minute to check your answers to Part 1.
So this is a half a minute. 30 seconds.
Yes.
So 30 seconds is a big time, I guess. Like for 30 seconds, when you're actually
Yes.
reading something, I would say that in 30 seconds I will read a half page if
Yes.
if you're going to be very fast. Now again he will give some time for 11 to 14. That means in 30 seconds you will read those 11 to 20, and now again you will read 11 to 40.
Part 2. You will hear a tour guide, Lou Miller, speaking to a group of people about a boat trip they are going to take around the Australian island of Tasmania. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14.
Again you got some time. Maybe you
Yes.
will not like you can utilize this time because you have already read those questions 11 to 14. I must tell you that
Yes.
my idea used to be like this. When you have read 11 to 14 already in those 30 seconds, then you are damn sure that one about the answers because those are easy ones. So you will utilize this time to read the next part also, like 15th or 16th question.
Yes.
15th or 16th question. You will speak. Mm-hmm.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
So, hello everyone. My name's Lou Miller, and I'm going to be your tour guide today as we take this fantastic boat trip around the Tasmanian coast. Before we set off, I just want to tell you a few things about our journey. Our boats aren't huge, as you can see. We already have 3 staff members on board, and on top of that, we can transport a further 15 people, that's you, around the coastline. But please note, if there are more than 9 people on either side of the boat, we'll move some of you over. Otherwise, all 18 of us will end up in the sea.
Yeah. Now let me know.
First answer is 9.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah. Why it is 9?
He said that more than 9 people will send them out, something like that. He said that.
Like if there is more than 9% on either side, that means each of the side.
Each side, yes.
So it'll be difficult for them to actually, take the boat. So that is why we have to move them over. Okay.
Yes.
So that is why, like, it can be like most probably you have gotten the right answer, 9. But
Yes.
did you listen that carefully, like what he used as connectors?
No.
Now listen it carefully.
Before we set off, I just want to tell you a few things about our journey. Our boats aren't huge, as you can see. We already have 3 staff members on board, and on top of that, we can transport a further 15 people, that's you, around the coastline. But please note, if there
Yeah. But please note,
Not, yes.
but is
But
adversative. Okay. So but please note that.
are more than 9 people on either side of the boat, we'll move some of you over. Otherwise, all 18 of us will end up in the sea. We've recently upgraded all our boats. They used to be jet black, but our new ones now have these comfortable.
Do you get it?
yes, sir.
Listen to it once again.
Before we set off, I just want to tell you a few things about our journey. Our boats aren't huge, as you can see. We already have 3 staff members on board, and on top of that, we can transport a further 15 people, that's you, around the coastline. But please note, if there are more than 9 people on either side of the boat, we'll move some of you over. Otherwise, all 18 of us will end up in the sea. We've recently upgraded all our boats. They used to be jet black, but our new ones now have these comfortable dark red seats and a light green exterior in order to stand out from others and help promote our company. This gives our boats a rather unique appearance, don't you think? We offer you a free lunch.
Yeah.
Answer is dark red.
Hmm.
That's you, around the coastline. But please note, if there are more than 9 people on either side of the boat, we'll move some of you over. Otherwise, all 18 of us will end up in the sea. We've recently upgraded, that's you, around the coastline. But please note, if there are more than 9 people on either side of the boat, we'll move some of you over. Otherwise, all 18 of us will end up in the sea. We've recently upgraded all our boats. They used to be jet black, but our new ones now have these comfortable dark red seats and a light green exterior in order to stand out from others and help promote our company. This gives our boats a rather unique appearance, don't you think?
So did you get it?
Color of the boat, jet black.
Are you sure?
Yes. He said dark red seat, something.
Dark red seats. That's there. I can say that. Like I
Yes.
can also hear that one. But he said that they used to be of Jet black color. You just listen to
Yes.
that carefully.
We offer you a free lunchbox during the trip, and we have that's you around the coastline. But please note, if there are more than 9 people on either side of the boat, we'll move some of you over. Otherwise, all 18 of us will end up in the sea.
Hmm.
We've recently upgraded all our boats. They used to be jet black, but our new ones now have these comfortable dark.
So they used to be, that means in the past. What
Past.
was their,
Yes.
yeah. So it's not past. Like in the question is in the present. What color are the tour
Are
boats?
sure.
Red seats and a light green exterior.
So red seats and light
Yes.
green exterior.
Green. Yeah. Yes.
So what can be the answer?
Light green.
Exterior means the color of the boat.
Yes. Outer body.
Okay. Outer body. Did you get it? So
Yes.
it it has to be done with that intention, like that concentration.
Okay.
Yeah.
In order to stand out from others and help promote our company. This gives our boats a rather unique appearance, don't you think? We offer you a free lunchbox during the trip, and we have 3 types. Lunchbox 1 contains ham and tomato sandwiches. Lunchbox 2 contains a cheddar cheese roll. And Lunchbox 3 is salad based and also contains eggs and tuna. All 3 lunchboxes also have a packet of crisps and chocolate bar inside. Please.
Yeah.
Lunchbox 2.
You sure? Why not lunchbox one? I know that lunchbox three is not right, but why not
Yes.
lunchbox one?
We offer you a free lunchbox during the trip, and we have 3 types. Lunchbox 1 contains ham and tomato sandwiches. Lunchbox 2 contains a cheddar cheese roll. And Lunchbox 3 is salad based and also contains eggs and tuna. All
Yeah.
Lunchbox 2 contains cherry cheese rolls.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think so. It doesn't contain meat or fish.
Okay. So let us look at the the whole what we say, the dialogues and all that, the script. Okay.
Okay.
You will understand more in that. Let me let me see. That's how I prepared uh, whenever I prepared. Like I prepared listening to the audios and comparing their dialogues and all.
Okay.
Now you see part one, part two. Now he's the tour guide. I am going to be your tour guide today as we talk, you know, and all that. Now you see, we offer you uh, free lunch box during the trip, and we have 3 types. Okay, one is ham and tomato sandwiches. Okay, and other second is, which is your answer, is right answer, like cheddar cheese. It's not cherry cheese.
Yes, it's cheddar
Okay,
cheese.
cheddar cheese. Okay, so that's a category of cheese in Canada also.
Okay.
I also use it for my sandwiches every day, like every now and then. I do have in the refrigerator too. So lunchbox 3 is a salad base, but it contains eggs and tuna.
Yes.
But why not the first one? Can you please tell me, like, what is non-vegetarian in the first one?
I don't know meaning of ham.
When we say hamburger and all that, so
I
that's
have
how.
listened, but I don't remember.
So just search that one, okay? You will get to know.
Okay.
So these things are common one in Canada, no common one in foreign countries. Let me tell you. because the people have their different tastes here, and
Yeah.
because it is being multicultural country, and definitely I understood that why they're keeping the listenings like that, because they live in that particular culture and particular status of life. So that is why they talk about all these things in their answers. So here you see your the previous answer, light green
Yeah.
exterior. Got it? So that's how they do it. If there are more than 9 people on either side of the boat, your this answer
Yeah.
was also right. Got it? So that's how they find the answers. hmm Now you see, these are the easiest ones. These are just the demos. These are just the
Yeah.
common ones to for you to understand. And they are not like that easy. Let me tell you, they are not that
Yeah.
small enough. Okay. So now, 14th one.
Three lunchboxes also have a packet of crisps and chocolate bar inside. Please let staff know which lunchbox you prefer. I'm sure I don't have to ask you not to throw anything into the sea. We don't have any bins to put litter in, but Jess, myself, or Ray, our other guide, will collect it from you after lunch and put it all in a large plastic sack.
Now, what is the answer?
Hand it to the member of staff.
Who is the person like whom they have to give it to? Something like Jeff or something? Just listen.
And also contains eggs and tuna. All three lunchboxes also have a packet of crisps and chocolate bar inside. Please let staff know which lunchbox you prefer. I'm sure I don't have to ask you not to throw anything into the sea. We don't have any bins to put litter in, but Jess, myself, or Ray, our other
Yes. Myself or
Myself.
Ray.
Yes.
Anyone would be there.
guide, will collect it from you after lunch and put it all in a large plastic sack.
And even you can eliminate your answers accordingly because he said that put it in the bins provided on the board. That is
No.
not being done by them. That is done by the members only.
Member.
So
Yes.
take it home. It's a common sense, like nobody will take it home. Okay.
Yes.
So hand it to the member. That is the only left option.
Yes.
Now just let's listen to the rest of the audio. Then we will see that how much of the time you will get for the next part.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20.
This time would be very less time. I won't tell you that you should move further to the question number 21 to something. Okay. But if you will have the intent or if you will have that focused mind, then I can tell you that you can move to the 21 or 20, 23rd, 21 to 23rd. You can read within that span of time and you can come back to the question number 15 to 20 because these will be easy ones. These will be easier ones as compared to the third part. Okay. Now you see. Now he has given the time. You will have this time. Now you see, I told you that that is the second category of the multiple choice question. Second category, like which two features of the lighthouse does Low mention? Okay. Okay. Now you see what are the difficult, no, sorry, different words that you have to circle. Two features,
Pictures.
lighthouse, low mention. Three words are there. So we have to see that one, which words are the keywords in the question. Two features, lighthouse, low mention. Then we get the whole question in mind. Like low mentioned something about the lighthouse and that there are two features that he mentioned about them. And what are those two features that you have to see the options A, B, C, D, E? They we have two option like we have to find we have to choose two options. They can come in either way. Like it like for example your answer is B and your answer is D. Then it can come D also. can be B or B or D in either order.
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't matter. So why it was built? So you have to underline why it was built. That is a feature. Who built it? How long it took to build. Who staffed it? Staffed it means who worked in that, and what it was built with. What is the material by which it was
Yes.
built? Sorry for that. And then thereafter, let us start. And same thing is to be done with the question number 17 to 18 too.
Okay.
Okay. That is up to you, like how you will do it. Hmm. Just a second. Let us see how it is. Mm-hmm. Funny one. Okay. Now you see that like the question number 17 to 18, choose two letters A to E. Which two types of creature might come close to the boat?
It's not
Seagulls,
visible.
not visible.
Yes.
Like the words are smaller, you mean to say?
On. Yes.
Now they are visible.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like, did you like check out your laptop or not?
Yes, sir. I have ordered it.
Ordered it for
Yes.
study? For study? Oh my
Yes, sir.
God.
My brother also needed, so I have ordered it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
If you don't mind, let me know that how many members are there in your family.
I have a joint family.
Mm-hmm.
There are 10 members in our house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Tell me something about your blood relations.
Blood relations. My mother is expired. I don't have my mother.
Mhm. Oh, I'm
My
sorry.
father is there and my brother is there.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry for that. Um, that means Krish is your relative?
Yes, sir. He is my um, father's cousin's son.
Oh,
Yes.
I got it. I can relate to that. I can understand that. Okay. Okay. Now let's move on to the question number like like question number 15 to 16, 15 to 18 we will see. But you have to read you see there are lots of options in questions number like 15 to 20. So that is
Yes.
why three of them are in that sense like they are written like with or different options. You have to choose two each. In
Yes.
any way you have to choose two each. So three of the questions you have to circle the important points, and then options are there, five options are there. You have to choose two each, and you have to read it very fast. You will have time, I must tell you that, but you have to be very swift. You cannot think twice in that scenario. And you are having one advantage that you are going to answer on your question sheet first.
Yes.
not on the answer sheet, straight to it. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's start. First two questions.
Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
The engine on the boat makes quite a lot of noise, so before we head off, let me tell you a few things about what you're going to see. This area is famous for its ancient lighthouse, which you'll see from the boat as we turn past the first little island. It was built in 1838 to protect sailors, as a number of shipwrecks had led to significant loss of life. The construction itself was complicated, as some of the original drawings kept by the local council show. It sits right on top of the cliffs in a very isolated spot. In the 19th century, there were many jobs there, such as polishing the brass lamps, chopping firewood, and cleaning windows that kept lighthouse keepers busy. These workers were mainly prison convicts until the middle of that century, when ordinary families willing to live in such circumstances took over. Some of you have asked me what creatures we can expect to see. I know everyone loves the penguins, but they're very
You see, now before moving to the next question, he will actually give you the chance to, read that one. It's a
Yes.
like you are going to come to the creatures and all that. Then you will have the options only in the mind. Now,
Okay.
did you find the answers for the first two questions?
Mhm. Why it was built
Mm-hmm.
and who staffed it?
When we say like which two features of the lighthouse does Low mention?
Low mention.
Features.
Yes.
Features means characteristics.
Characteristics. Yes.
Okay. So let's listen to it once again.
construction itself was complicated, as some of the original drawings kept by the local council show. It sits right on top of the cliffs in a very isolated area. Is famous for its ancient lighthouse, which you'll see from the boat as we turn past the first little island. It was built in 1838 to protect sailors, as a number of shipwrecks had led to significant loss of life. The construction itself was complicated, as some of the original drawings kept by the local council show. It sits right on top of the cliffs in a very isolated spot. In the 19th century, there were many jobs there, such as polishing the brass lamps, chopping firewood, and cleaning windows that kept lighthouse keepers busy. These workers were mainly prison convicts until the middle of that century, when ordinary families willing to live in such circumstances took over. Some of you have asked
Now, is your answer
Uh,
same?
yes.
And what about the second option that you chose? One option
Who
why it was
staffed
burned.
it?
Who stopped it? And he particularly talked about the prisoners and all that. hmm Good.
me what
Then,
creatures we can expect to see. I know everyone loves the penguins, but they're very shy and unfortunately tend to hide from passing boats. But you might
so what he said in the first place, what was like bird he was talking about?
Penguins.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So, what is the problem with the penguins? You see, listen to it.
Brass lamps, chopping firewood, and cleaning windows that kept lighthouse keepers busy. These workers were mainly prison convicts until the middle of that century, when ordinary families willing to live in such circumstances took over. Some of you have asked me what creatures we can expect to see. I know everyone loves the penguins, but they're very shy and unfortunately tend to hide from passing boats. But you might see birds in the distance.
So once you have gotten to know that they are going to hide themselves,
Yes,
what
because they're
what
shy.
you're going to so what you're gonna do?
Means
Eliminate, eliminate. So you're gonna cross it at the same time. That is not my answer. That means you will be able to get it that I have to erase the option which is not my answer. For example, this one, penguin is not your answer. You will just cross it. You will definitely cross it. I'm telling you.
yes,
Okay.
because they will not come in front of boats.
Yeah. And one more thing is like you will have less options to actually scroll then.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Such as sea eagles flying around the cliff edges where they nest. When we get to the rocky area inhabited by fur
Just a
seals,
second.
we'll stop. The brass lamp walk over. Some of you have asked me what creatures we can expect to see. I know everyone loves the penguins, but they're very shy and unfortunately tend to hide from passing boats. But you might see birds in the distance, such as sea eagles flying around the cliff edges where they nest. When we
So is it the answer?
Seagulls, yes.
Do you think that would be the answer?
No, sir. He said that you will see.
No, no. You will see at a distant.
Yes.
Okay, distance that means far away.
Far away,
In
yes.
in question we have creature might come close to the
Come
boat.
close to the boat. Yes.
So that is not the answer. Then again what you're gonna do? Cross it.
Yes.
Okay.
get to the rocky area inhabited by fur seals, we'll stop and watch them swimming around the coast. They're inquisitive creatures, so don't be surprised if one pops up right in front of you.
Hmm.
Their predators, orca whales, hunt along the coastline too, but
So what is the option like which can be your answer?
Whales.
We talked about whales only. You see that?
such as sea eagles flying around the cliff edges where they nest. When we get to the rocky area inhabited by fur seals,
Fur seals.
Inhabited by fur seals.
we'll
Fur
stop
seals.
and watch them swimming around the coast. They're inquisitive creatures, so don't
What do you mean by inquisitive?
No.
Don't you don't have idea. So inquisitiveness is like somebody who's curious to know like what's going on around me. Inquisitiveness, that is known as.
be surprised if one pops up right in front of you.
Don't be surprised if one pops out in front of you. That means you are in the boat. All of a sudden,
Yes.
you will see that something came out of the sea. So that means it'll come close to the boat.
Close to the boat, yes.
Their predators, orca whales, hunt along the coastline too, but spotting one of these is rare.
Spotting them is one of these is rare.
Dolphins, on
Yes.
the other hand, can sometimes approach on their own or in groups as they ride the waves beside us.
Got it? So
Yes.
they like even in the movies we have seen that dolphins they go side by side to the ships and all boats. So dolphins and fur seals will be your
Fur
answers.
seals is the answer, yes.
Whales cannot be. They are predators, and they are rarely can be seen. So we have to cross those wrong answers and we have to just keep those right answers. Got it?
Yes.
Did you get my point? Like I'm trying to actually explain you. It's not like we are doing the listening right together, and
Yes.
here I'm trying to tell you that how it has to be done.
Yes.
You can change the meaning in your mother tongue also, or you can actually keep it like that also, and then keep options in the mind.
Yes.
Okay, now
Yes.
let's move.
Lastly, I want to mention the caves. Tasmania is famous for its caves, and the ones we'll pass by are so amazing that people are lost for words when they see them. They can only be approached by sea, but if you feel that you want to see more than we're able to show you, then you can take a kayak into the area on another day, and one of our staff will give you more information on that. What we'll do is to go through a narrow channel past some incredible rock formations, and from there we'll be able to see the openings to the caves, and at that point we'll talk to you about what lies beyond.
That is
Now that is the end of the last section.
Yes.
So we will explain like what is inside and beyond them. Someone will explain what is inside them. Okay. So entrances to them are often blocked or only large tourist boats can visit them. Obviously, if the large tourist boats can only visit them, then what they are doing there because they don't have the big boats. Now see and listen carefully.
See, but if you feel that you want to see more than we're able to show you, then you can take a kayak into the area on another day and ride the waves beside us. Lastly, I want to mention the caves. Tasmania is famous for its caves, and the ones we'll pass by are so amazing that people are lost for words when they see them. They can only be approached by sea, but if you feel that you want to see more than we're able to show you, then you can take a kayak into the area on another day, and one of our staff will give you more information on that. What we'll do is to go through a narrow channel past some incredible rock formations, and from there we'll be able to see the openings to the caves, and at that point we'll talk to you about what lies beyond.
So first of all, you cannot be reached on foot. Okay. And another thing is there are other options. I'm not saying that that is right answer. I'm saying that you have to, sorry, you have to analyze which are the things that the person spoke. And he said that you can take your kayaki and all that, that can be a small boat or something. Only large tourist boats can visit them. That will be wrong then. Entrances to them are often blocked. So he did not talk about any kind of entrance being blocked.
Oh.
Okay. It is too dangerous for individuals to go near them. He did not say anything regarding that. He said something about like you cannot go on foot or something. Let's see. Just listen.
Ride the waves beside us. Lastly, I want to mention the caves. Tasmania is famous for its caves, and the ones we'll pass by are so amazing that people are lost for words when they see them. They can only be approached by sea, but if you feel that you want to see more than we're able to show you, then you can take a kayak into the area on another day, and one of our staff will give you more information on that. What we'll do is to go through a narrow channel past some incredible rock formations, and from there we'll be able to see the openings to the caves, and at that point we'll talk to you about what lies beyond.
I believe that D and E can be the most
Yes.
probable
Yes.
answers. So if one would be wrong also, that's not a big concern. Like we can at least keep a scope for at least three answers to be wrong. Still, we will get 8.5 or 8 bands or 8.5 bands easily. So keep it in mind. Like my options, like if I have done something wrong in my past answers, then I need not to worry about my next portion.
Okay.
Just leave that previous part then and there, and then prepare for the next thing. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you see, I told you that this would be educational scenario. Educational scenario, that means in part third, there would be something related on discussion between the students. Work experience for veterinary science students. Okay. So now we will have 5 minutes break, then we'll come back again. Okay. You can have some water or something. Okay. Thank you. So we are back after the break.
Yes, sir.
Now, mm, we will discuss about some other papers. We will talk about question number like 11 to 20. We
Okay.
won't reach to the like you got my point, I guess. 21 to 30. We see like for example book number 15. In book number 15, if we have mm, a listening, same stuff. A recruiting agency is there. They will be talking about the name. Yeah, important points will come here. Sometimes the numbers are being spoken. Sometimes the names are being spoken. They will utter the spellings again. Okay. So you have to be careful about spellings, particularly in part one. Then let's see the part two of this. Part two is 11 to 14 and 14. Then these are the very easy one. These are easy
It's
to go.
about which module?
Sorry,
It's about which module means writing or
it's about listening only.
okay.
We're talking about listening. You're not able to see that?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Now it's visible.
Mm-hmm. Just a second. So I was talking about this only. So 11 to 14 option like multiple choice like the same way, and they have added one more category that is stable completion. It's easy to go with because these are fill in the blanks. Why? Even everything has their heading. So timetable for Isle of Man holiday. Name of the activity is given. Notes are given. You have to just follow the lead. Like how do they go? Introduction by manager. Firstly, there would be some introduction by manager, and then thereafter, you know, um, the person is going to move further with the rest of the information. Like hotel dining room has a view of the. It can be sea, it can be ocean, it can be something like views of something like mountain range or valley or something. Okay, but hotel dining room usually will have the view of the sea or the lake or can be something else. Spellings are to be clear to you. They should be known to you. Now I'll do one thing. I'll play the sound and then you will just do these questions. I just want to rephrase the whole stuff once again. This is one of the one of the category that can be there for your exam as well. Like here again the same stuff. You have to read the instructions carefully. Write one word or a number. Hmm. Easy to get along with. Here you see. Yesterday I gave you one tip about multiple choice questions. When you don't have the time, what you're going to do? You're going to choose the longest
Longest.
one.
Yes.
Longest one. Okay. Okay. So can be shortest one. If all are comparable, can be shortest one. So you have to see through that. I'll just find out on YouTube. Mm, When did you lose your mother, if you don't mind to let me know?
In COVID time.
Oh, that's why Ankur ma'am was saying, yeah. Okay. Okay. In which month particularly?
It was the last stage of COVID 2021.
In month of May?
Yes.
I don't like May month. I hate May month. I lost my sister in May month. I lost my father in May month. Mm, just a second. YouTube. So book 15 listing one, no? Book 15 listing one. Here you see.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
I Ielts 15. Published by Cambridge University Press and Cambridge, and you will have minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet.
Hello, Will.
Dress now.
Do you?
Friendly, so I'm sure it would be
I'm just a bit worried because I
so you'd be fine there. Usual to be sent somewhere for just a day or
pounds an hour.
an hour, and you should arrange that about too smart than too about the interview though. It's just a chance for them to build a relationship with you, so they can try and match you to a job which you'll like. So there are
Part 2. You will hear a woman giving a presentation about a holiday on an island in Britain that her company organizes.
Now, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
So here options are already given. You have to listen it carefully and just see that one. And I'll stop you in between and we'll see that how the answers gonna be found properly.
First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14.
You're able to see that, no?
Yes.
According to the speaker, the company has been the business no longer than most. Mhm.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Good morning. My name's Erica Matthews, and I'm the owner of Matthews Island Holidays, a company set up by my parents. Thank you for coming to this presentation, in which I hope to interest you in what we have to offer. We're a small family-run company, and we believe in the importance of the personal touch. So we don't aim to compete with other companies on the number of customers. What we do is build on our many years' experience.
So, which option will be eradicated now? Did you listen?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell the person to be quiet, like whomsoever it is?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Now, here they said something about the customers. Now, we don't believe that we have more customers or something. You see, I'll play it again.
presentation in which I hope to interest you in what we have to offer. We're a small family-run company, and we believe in the importance of the personal touch. So we don't aim to compete with other companies on the number of customers.
Okay. So they don't have any aim to have more
Yes.
customers, and then other competitors that they have. Option number C is excluded.
Yes.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay.
What we do is build on our many years' experience, more than almost any other rail holiday company, to ensure we provide perfect holidays in a small number of destinations, which we've got to know extremely well. I'll start with our 6-day Isle of Man holiday. This is a fascinating island in the Irish.
So has been in business for longer than most of their competitors, or arrange holidays to more destination than its competitors. Which is
A
your
option.
okay? Let's see.
Which we've got to know extremely well. I'll start with our 6-day Isle of Man holiday. This
Mhm.
is a fascinating aim to compete with other companies on the number of customers. What we do is build on our many years' experience, more than almost any other rail holiday
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So we rely on the experience that we have a long time.
company to ensure we provide perfect holidays in a small number of destinations, which we've got to know extremely well.
Now you see why B is not right answer.
She said we have less destinations, small
Yeah.
destinations.
So here they are writing about more destinations. That is
More
why.
destinations.
So that is why it is wrong. So elimination has to be done carefully. Okay.
Yes.
Now next one.
I'll start with our 6-day Isle of Man holiday. This is a fascinating island in the Irish Sea, with Wales to the south, England to the east, Scotland to the north, and Northern Ireland to the west. Our holiday starts in Heysham, where your tour manager will meet you. Then you'll travel by ferry to the Isle of Man.
Yeah. What is the answer?
I haven't listened it carefully.
Where they will go? Like, firstly,
To the manager.
no, no, not manager. Like which place she mentioned that they will go to. It's not about manager or something. Like once they will move, that like which place they will move to. She did not mention any Liverpool. She did not mention any Luton. Did she say
Uh,
anything like Hesham?
yes.
Just listen it carefully. Careful.
Scotland to the north and Northern Ireland to the west. Our holiday starts in Heysham, where your tour manager will meet you. Then you'll travel by ferry to the Isle of Man.
Got it?
Yes.
Answers are everywhere. I know that what you're facing the difficulty in is you don't have the paper in your hand.
Yes.
Okay. So next time keep a printout of whole listening
Okay.
so that we can discuss about the intricacies of all those questions.
Okay.
Some people prefer to fly from Luton instead, and another popular option is to go by train to Liverpool and take a ferry from there. You have 5 nights in the hotel, and the price covers 5 breakfasts and dinners and lunch on the 3 days when there are organised trips. Day 4 is free, and most people have lunch in a cafe or restaurant in Douglas. The price of the holiday
3.
3.
Yes.
How many lunches are included in the price of the holiday?
3 lunches.
What about the fourth one? Fourth one is free.
Breakfast and dinners, and lunch on the 3 days when there are organised trips. Day 4 is free, and most people have lunch in a cafe or restaurant.
The four is free.
4 days free. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So how many lunches are included in the price of the holiday?
Free lunches.
We will see. So can be three as well, because in the price it is included. Like a fourth one is free. There
Yes.
is no price in that. So there is no price on that. The customers have to pay extra for what? Guaranteeing themselves a large room, booking at short notice, on the spot. That means booking at short on the spot. Transferring to another state.
In Douglas. The price of the holiday includes the ferry to the Isle of Man, all travel on the island, the hotel, and the meals I've mentioned. Incidentally, we try to make booking our holidays as simple and fair as possible. So, unlike with many companies, the price is the same whether you book 6 months in advance or at the last minute. And there's no supplement for single rooms in hotels. If you make a booking, then need to change the start date, for example because of illness, you're welcome to change to an alternative date or a different tour for a small administrative fee.
What is the answer?
Before you hear the rest of the talk,
What is the answer?
A option.
A or B or C?
So, B option. Booking for a short notice.
I'll play once again. Just be careful about it. Pay attention.
In hotels. If you make a booking, then need to change the start date, for example because of illness, you're welcome to change to an alternative date or a different tour for a small administrative fee.
What is small administrative fee? You have to pay extra. hmm When you have to pay extra? If we are
Uh,
changing,
for
if we're changing the date, you will listen to that.
transferring
Yeah,
another side.
yeah.
In
Another
hotels.
date.
If you
Dates
make a
are
booking, then need to change the start date, for example because of illness, you're welcome to change to an alternative date or a different tour for a small administrative fee.
How did you get it?
yes, transferring to different another date.
Yeah.
before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20.
15 to 20. Here, what I would suggest you is like you should focus on the last view of the what, founded in dash, not 1979, trained to be to the dash of Sneefall. Company provides a dash for local transport. What company provides? Take the dash railway train.
Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Okay, so what does the holiday consist of? Well, on day 1, you'll arrive in time for a short introduction by your tour manager, followed by dinner in the hotel. The dining room looks out at the river, close to where it flows into the harbour, and there's usually plenty of activity going on. On day 2, you'll take the coach to the small town.
Did you get the answer?
Yes, view of river.
River. Very good.
Yes.
One word answer only.
Yes.
Okay. Mm,
Of Peel, on the way calling in at the Tynwald exhibition. The Isle of Man isn't part of the United Kingdom, and it has its own parliament called Tynwald. It's claimed that this is the world's oldest parliament that's still functioning, and that it dates back to 979. However, the earliest surviving reference to it is from 1422. So,
However, what should be the answer now? 1422.
Yes.
1422.
perhaps it isn't quite as old as it claims. Day 3, we have a trip to the mountain Snaefell. This begins with a leisurely ride along the promenade in Douglas in a horse-drawn tram. Then you board an electric train which takes you to the fishing village of Laxey. From there, it's an 8-kilometre ride in the Snaefell Mountain Railway to the top. Lunch will be in the cafe, giving you spectacular views of the island. Day 4 is free for you to explore using the path.
What is the answer?
Mountains.
To the mountains of Snaefell?
I think so.
Yeah, it can be. I'm not saying that it is wrong.
In Douglas in a horse-drawn tram. Then you board an electric train which takes you to the fishing village of Laxey. From there, it's an 8-kilometre ride in the Snaefell Mountain Railway to the top. Lunch will be in the cafe, giving you spectacular views of the island. Day 4 is free for you to explore using the pass which we'll give you. So you won't have to pay for travel on local transport or for entrance to the island's heritage sites. Or you might just want to take it easy in Douglas and perhaps do a little light shopping. The last full day, Day 5, is for some people the highlight of the holiday, with a ride on the steam railway from Douglas to Port Erin. After some time to explore, a coach will take you to the headland that overlooks the Calf of Man, a small...
Notice one more thing again. I told you, you're forgetting it. Whenever there are fill in the blanks, the answers are stressed upon.
Yes.
They're putting a stress on the answer. Like in day 5, take the dash kind of train. They said that and they put the stress on the word like steam. You see.
steam railway from Douglas to Port. Day 4 is free for you to explore using the pass which we'll give you. So you won't have to pay for travel on local transport or for entrance to the island's heritage sites. Or you might just want to take it easy in Douglas and perhaps do a little light shopping. The last full day, Day 5, is for some people the highlight of the holiday, with a ride on the steam railway from Douglas to Port Erin. After some time to explore, a coach will take you to the headland that overlooks...
Did you find the answer for number 18? Company provides a dash for locals. Heritage sites. Just listen it carefully now.
Snaefell Mountain Railway to the top. Lunch will be in the cafe, giving you spectacular views of the island. Day 4 is free for you to explore using the pass which we'll give you. So you won't have to pay for travel on local transport or for entrance to the island's heritage sites. Or you might just want to take it easy in Douglas. Lunch will be in the cafe, giving you spectacular views of the island. Day 4 is free for you to explore using the pass which we'll give you. So you won't have to pay for travel on local transport or for entrance to the island's heritage sites.
What is the answer?
Pass.
Past or path?
Company provides a path.
So words, when they say something, you have to be careful about like whether I'm hearing the right word. If we say past, there's no connection to the statement.
No,
It has to. Hmm. You want to say something?
it was company provides a pass.
Can be. You're right.
Yes.
Can be pass also. Like company will provide, obviously company can give you a pass for the local transport. Like usually we have the bus pass, we have the train pass, we have different
Yes.
transportation passes. You're right in that. So that's what I'm saying. When we hear the word, we have to hear it from all the perspectives. Like when we say past, we say
Yes.
pass, or we can say path. Company cannot provide the path. Path can be found also.
Yes.
Okay. Same is like the same way when we say the 17th question, train to the dash of the snefa. It can be it can be mountain, it can be top also,
Yes.
like top of snowfall. Okay. So train can take you to the top.
Yes.
Can can it be possible?
No.
We will actually see the audio script also. Okay. Now just listen it.
Or you might just want to take it easy in Douglas and perhaps do a little light shopping. The last full day, day 5, is for some people the highlight of the holiday, with a ride on the steam railway from Douglas to Port Erin. After some time to explore, a coach will take you to the headland that overlooks the Calf of Man, a small island just off the coast. From there, you continue to Castletown, which used to be the capital of the Isle of Man and its medieval castle. And on day 6, it's back to the ferry, or the airport if you flew to the island, and time to go home. Now, I'd like to tell you a bit more.
That is the end of part 2. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers.
Now part 2, after part 2 also you will get 30 seconds. So you will have some time to read question number 21 to 30, or 21 to 25, or 21 to 20. I don't think that they'll give you more time now. Now you see, one thing is clear, that you will get 30 seconds for the third part, and then again they will say that you will have some time to look at question 21 to 25. Okay. Fact of the matter is, like, firstly, let's complete this thing first. Did you find the answer for the 20th one? कैसल टाउन को और क्या बोलते हैं वो? What do what do they call it? Farmer. वो पहले क्या थी? इंडिया की टीम में फार्मर क्या होता है? कैप्टन. A place can be a farmer capital. Okay. Particularly when we say sorry, castle town. So now let's read it through the script itself. We will see. Not moving properly. Part 2. Yeah, here you see.
Sir, you are not audible.
I was not audible earlier also.
No, you were audible earlier. Now you were not.
I didn't do that. Okay. So I was saying that we were finding the answers for those questions only. Uh, Now here you see 1422 was the answer for the like 97 because something was written but not 970 like
Nine.
something like so opposite to that one was 1422 we had to yeah. Then thereafter you see I told you that it can be mountain, it can be top. According to me it was top, according to you it was mountain. So what is the answer here?
Top.
Top. Railway to the top. That's why I told you that we will read the audio script, then we will get to know. Then thereafter, you see question number 18th, you were right in that. So what was the answer? Pass. Using the pass, like bus pass, transportation pass, and all that. That is pass. That pass they are talking about. So not the past, not the path, but the
Bus
pass.
pass.
Yeah, bus pass and all that, and the transportation pass. So then thereafter, 19th question, steam railway. Got it? And 20th, I told you,
Capital.
capital. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
So, most probably, that is the possibility that you're gonna see these questions. Hmm? And you will see particularly multiple choice questions. So, difficult questions are multiple choice questions only. Uh, Wait a second. Hmm, none, none. Shit. That's fine. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is like first 20 questions will always have this for you. Like let me open the blank one. So first 20 questions, you will always see what you will see that there can be mm, fill in the blanks, fill in the blanks. Okay, can be multiple choice, and I told you that multiple choices are of two categories. Okay. So one question will have five options, and one question will have three options. You have to choose one, and out of those five, you have to choose two each, and they can come in either order. Can be DB or DE or ED. Sorry, whichsoever it is. Okay. Now, if the multiple choice question won't come, like half of the multiple choice won't come in part number like 25 to 29 or 25 to 30, it won't come, then what will come? What do you think? Like what will come? Sorry, not 25 to 30. Um, from 15 to 20,
Map.
map will come. In that case, map will come, and in that scenario, you should know about directions.
Opens.
Okay. So whensoever, like for example, there's a picture here, and there are some spots. Okay, and these are the ways. Okay, and something is here also. You know. You would be placed somewhere in the beginning. Okay, for example, here is the place where you are standing. Okay, they will indicate that one you are standing at certain side. So think about it like what I would say next to you. You have to find your direction. How would you find your direction? Mhm.
Where to move, like
Like
west.
basically whensoever the map will come to you, like you are going to, you know, you're going to create like a picture in the mind. So north,
North,
south,
south.
east, west. Always keep that thing in mind. Where you are. Okay. So even if it is not clear, they will say something like you are standing at like, for example, this is the library. Okay. You have to keep it like L library. That's the school. Okay. That's the school. And that's the park. Okay. Here is the bank. Okay. And here is amusement, like, sorry, celebration hall, like something like that. Now you are standing here, you're, and they are saying that how would you reach to the park and all that, or like where the park is, then how would you move further? Then definitely they will actually have you will have your face to this. And then when you're gonna move from this to this, okay, and first thing that comes is the park. Now tell me, when you're gonna move up, what is your right and left? Your left is towards the park, left side is towards the park, and other side is vacant. Okay, there's nothing on that. So left side, they will say that like on your left is the like whatsoever it is on your left, and you have to remember that like the way you walked, which is your left and which is your right. Then moving further at the edge or at the corner, you will you what was this? A bank. You'll have an institution which is usually used by people for actually saving their money and all that, something like that. A fake statement I'm saying. Okay. So at the corner or the at the edge, they will say that, or they can say that in the west direction, like moving further to the west direction, you will see something there. So whatsoever is the place or the destination. Okay. So when they said that west, then thereafter like they will keep on revolving like that. But one thing which will always give you right answers is your starting point. Starting point. Once you have kept it in mind and you know about the prepositions, very important stuff. When you know about the prepositions like near, beside, okay, after that, or something like which is related to like directions, and if you know them, you will be able to do the map. I'm not actually putting emphasis on map right now because I will explain it in next class. Okay, so we will discuss about that in detail so that you may be able to get it, because the third part most probably there would be discussion between persons, and that is again the multiple choice question. Most probably the multiple choice question can be some other categories. I'll let you know like what other category can be. There can be some options and you have to just analyze your answers accordingly. That's another thing, but I would recommend you today to practice only multiple choice questions.
Yes.
Okay, and fill in the blanks. Will you be able to do that?
Yes, sir.
So that's good. I wanted you to actually have a conversation with me, and I wanted you to speak also. So I'll have a brief chat with you.
Okay.
Um, like I will start with asking you your name. You will actually answer me, and I'll let you know how you can move further. Okay, just wait a second. Uh, Hi, my name is Himanshu Datta. What is your name?
My name is Gitanjali.
Um, and what is your full name? For example, if somebody will ask you, what
I
is your
don't
full
have a
name?
full name.
You cannot say that I don't have a full name. Like my
Oh,
full name is Gitanjali, and you may call me something like that. Okay, you
okay.
can say that. You may call me that. Okay, Gitanjali, tell me something about yourself, little bit.
Um, can I say about my residential area and something?
We are talking about you.
Yes.
We are talking about you only. We are not talking about residential area.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, say something. Anything.
My name is Gitanjali. I like to read books, and my hobbies are
Mm-hmm.
my hobbies
Continue.
are to play badminton and to
Mm-hmm.
watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm. You see, question was quite clear, and you gave it rightly also. Like when I said that, tell me something about yourself. Well, as I said earlier, that my name is Gitanjali, um, and I'm a student. That's about you. I'm a student. I have recently graduated from this or that school in the stream of accounting, and right now I'm preparing my like this or that course to just get admission in one of the topmost like college or university in Australia. So that's what I'm doing. That can be your answer when you're talking about your likes and dislikes. That are also the part of your like your life. Um, there would be lots of questions. Like nobody used to ask this question. Tell me something about yourself. It's not like that. There's no question like that. Okay. Tell me something about your place of abode or like where you're born. So you will start talking about, I hail from Balachor, which lies in the state of Punjab, um, in the which is the northern state in India. So I hail to a small town-like city or a suburb or what we say that a small town. I hail from a small town, mm, like where like which is decently populated city or densely populated city where lots of people are living together and lots of amenities are to be found as well, like schools, colleges, universities also. You can say something like that. You have to make fake statements sometimes. Okay, and then you can talk about the amenities and the facilities that are being provided in your city. Okay, we don't want to talk about like I don't want to actually put more pressure on you on your brain. Like just be focused with on listening first. Once that is grasped, you'll move to the speaking part also. But pronunciation, I will let you know that like you should practice in front of the mirror. In front of the mirror, see that whether you're getting the confidence to actually speak it out thoroughly or not. So once you're gaining the momentum, you will be able to speak, uh, you know, like a free bird. There is no problem with that. And I believe that you're very good at, speaking. I believe, I don't know like whether you are or not, But I believe that one because you're getting it very swiftly. You're able to get it very swiftly, fastly. So I believe that you will be able to get the answers right easily and you will speak and conversate also well. Okay. Now I'm totally drained. So I have to take some rest also. So good night for now. Take care of yourself and practice with somebody like Krish, or you can find somebody
Chris is
who can
now busy in working.
sorry,
He is now busy in working.
working. What does he do?
I think so. वो किसी shop पे काम करता है.
That's really nice. That's good. That's good. He's learning business etiquette. Actually, that is more important than education and all that. I must say that. I really like this stuff. Like going into the business is more important than actually wasting your time and energy in getting educated at some place where you know that at the end of the education you won't get a proper job even. So it's a good thing. Like he's learning etiquettes like this such. Ultimately, he's going to come abroad or he's going to stay there.
I don't know. I
Okay.
haven't talked to him.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. So, anyways, my good wishes to all your family members and Krisha as well and his family too. Take care of yourself, take care of your family members. Okay, bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.